So we're talking T2 Trainspotting. This was an amazing film. I really loved it. Let me just tell you a little bit about the story then. So it is a sequel to the previous film, Trainspotting, obviously. So if you haven't seen that, I would recommend seeing it beforehand. Otherwise, some stuff won't make sense. I actually watched Trainspotting a couple of months ago to get myself ready for this, because I've always heard of Trainspotting, but never really watched it. It was before my time. I wasn't really old enough. It didn't make sense for me. And I watched it recently, and I enjoyed it. It was a little bit dark for me, really heavily drug-based and quite depressing. But I still enjoyed it. It was good. But this one is based 20 years after the previous film. And Mark Renton, as I said, you need to know the previous film and why he's left. But he comes back to Scotland to reunite with his friends and kind of make things better, basically. After some stuff that he's gone through in life. I don't really want to spoil the film because there's not really loads to it, so I'm going to kind of leave it there with the film. It's just more like the first one, but a little bit less drugs. But it is really good. I love this film. I haven't actually got anything to complain about this film on, really. I thought they were perfect with acting. It's the same cast as the first film, so it has Ewan McGregor as Mark Renton, it has Robert Carlyle as Franco or Begbie, Ewan Bremner, hopefully that's how you say it. He's Spud, and then we've got Johnny Lee Miller playing Simon, or Sick Boy as you might know him from the previous film. I love Johnny Lee Miller. I love Sherlock Holmes. Well, Elementary, should I say. He's so good in it. He's just amazing, and he's so funny. And he's really good in this as well. So yeah, the acting was just great. They were so funny. They were so good at playing low-life Scottish people, basically. And it was hilarious. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. And it was directed by Danny Boyle, who brought us Slumdog Millionaire. And he did an amazing job with this film. Honestly, the way it was shot, it was just beautiful. Just the style of it, the soundtrack was phenomenal, and I'll talk to you more about that later. But he's just done such a good job. This film, as I said, it was amazing. It was so funny and just got everything. At the beginning of the film, I was honestly that excited from how he did the music and just how funny it was that I thought, this is just too good. And I don't actually feel like I can keep up this exciting myself. It was honestly that good. And then it did get a bit darker, so it had all the emotions in it. And it was just a good story, and it just... Mark Renton, so Ewan McGregor, and Johnny Lee Miller, Sick Boy, and their relationship was just so great. And it just made me think about being with my best friend and just golden time of the friendship. And just having such a laugh together, and that's what it feels like in this film. It just makes you just reminisce, and you're just like, oh, I want those glory days back. They were the best. Obviously, I like being married, and it's got all the perks now. But it just brought back all those feelings, and it was really good to see this. So yeah, it was just feel good. It was sad. It was dark, a bit twisted. It was literally everything. Obviously, if you did not like the first movie, this probably isn't for you, because there are some dark moments. It is a bit seedy. It's about drugs and sex and stuff like that. So if you don't like those things, it's probably not going to be for you, in all honesty. However, it was amazingly done. And as I was saying, the soundtrack was the best bit of this film. The soundtrack was probably the best soundtrack I have heard in a film. It just made the film what it was, and it just fit every scene perfectly. Just honestly, if you want to watch it just the music, it's worth it, because it was class. It's not for everyone. It isn't for everyone. However, for me, I loved it, and I would recommend it. So I'm going to give this 4 out of 5.